So I think my final decision with the stupid companion crap is I'm going to skip it. I could not figure out a way to get the 2 quests to work. I think I'm just going to skip it. I know it's horrifying.
That was my suggestion.
I tried tweaking the creation kit for 2 straight hours. Didn't work. I feel like I've given it my best shot. If you know someone that has creation kit experience, please direct them to me. I would really appreciate help, Alec. But other than that,
just email a bunch of modders. One is bound to reply to you.
That's so much work for 2 Radiant quests.
Yeah, but if you email 20 mod makers, there's gonna be at least one that replies.
Yeah, but why would I do that when I can just play a video game?
Good point. I personally wouldn't even do any unnecessary raiding quests. I wouldn't count those in a 100%.
I am counting.
Alright. It's your life.
Alright, the real question is,
For
do
now.
I do the main quest or Stormcloaks? I think I gotta do main quest, actually. I also messed myself up, dude. I'm so mad at myself. I'm so livid. I was misled by a Redditor. Okay, here's the idea. In Sky Complete, which is a mod I have, it shows all the quests I need to do, all the Radiant quests, all the books in the game, all the unique armor, weapons, whatever you need to collect, to 100% of the game. It just tracks everything for you. It's really convenient, so I don't have to manually track it, right? Tracks all the locations I visited. 2 of the 3 locations I have left in the entire game, base and DLC included, are they're Stormcloak camps. That so it's like Civil War stuff. These 2 camps, usually some camps are already present in the game. These 2 camps are not present by default in the base game. What happens is they're Stormcloak camps, and it's in the Pale, so Winterhold, or Dawnstar, excuse me, not Winterhold, and the other one is Winterhold. Is the Pale Stormcloak camp and the Winterhold Stormcloak camp. Those are 2 of the locations I've discovered yet. Right now in those 2 regions, there's a Pale Imperial camp and Winterhold Imperial camp, or something like that. Yeah, Pale and Winterhold. The way I unlock the Stormcloak, Pale, and Winterhold camps that I need for Sky Complete is I need the Imperials to take control of those 2 holds, because right now they're under Stormcloak control. I don't think there's a single way to do that other than the quest called Season Unending, which, if you remember, is the peace treaty quest, where you do a bunch of negotiations. So, a Redditor also was trying for the same goal as me, trying to discover as many camps as possible. And they said, to do so, join the Stormcloaks, and then do the quest negotiations as a Stormcloak in the Season Unending quest before you do any Civil War stuff. I looked into it more on the wiki, and I found out he was wrong. If I join the Stormcloaks, there's no way, there's just physically not enough points with how the negotiation system works to get both the Pale and Winterhold to give them up to the Imperials. That is not possible. The Imperials take too much initially if you're a Stormcloak. So there's no way to even it out. So you can only give up one of those. You have to pick. If I were to have sided with, or to have started as a neutral, Imperial or neutral, I would have been able to get both Pale and Winterhold Imperial camps and succeed. And then I could join the Stormcloaks after and do so. Problem is, I listened to the Redditor, and I already did the Stormcloak Oath. I didn't even do the freaking quest to join the Stormcloaks, the Jagged Crown. I just took the Oath, but...
Did you kill the flying icicles?
The flying icicles... I did indeed kill the flying icicles. That is the only thing I've done for the Stormcloaks. I haven't even done the first quest, bringing the Jagged Crown to Ulfric Stormcloak. I could still switch sides to the Imperials if I wanted to by bringing the Jagged Crown to the Imperials.
Then do that.
No. I want to side with the Stormcloaks. If I switch sides at that point, I'm permanently an Imperial. What I would have done is stayed neutral and then just joined the Stormcloaks after that quest. So, I have two choices. Accept the L and permanently, for the rest of my life, go to the grave knowing I never discovered that location. One of the Pale or Winterhold camps.
The camp that looks exactly like every single other camp.
Right, but I just have to discover the location. Okay, I can do that. I can cheat and manually add that location to the game using console commands. Or I can cheat and make myself a Stormcloak after I do some stuff. After I unlock those two.
I would just stay as a Stormcloak, not care about those locations.
That's what I think I'll do.
Those locations aren't available to you.
And not just those locations. One of those two. It's one location missing. I will get one of those two. I just can't get both. Which I would have been able to get both if I was a neutral or a Stormcloak. I was really angry when I was misled by that Reddit post. Once I figured it out. You know who you are.
Just an angry reply.
They know who they are.
You've been emailing them nonstop.
They just know who they are. They just... They know. In their heart of hearts, they know they were wrong and didn't bother to delete the post, and that makes me angry. So, yeah, I'm either gonna just console command that location into the game. Like, again, is there some way to, like, within the game, make one of the one I don't get into an Imperial hold? Maybe. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I think I'm gonna do main quest now, because I, like, literally, like, just don't know what else. Oh, wait, no, Daedric. I have 3 Daedric quests to do. Which Daedric quest do I have to do? I have... Daedric quests. Amazingly enough, okay, so A Night to Remember is one of them. I don't remember the other 2 Daedric quests I have to do. A Night to Remember.
That's a cool one.
That's the one for Sanguine. I have the one for Sheogorath, which is in Solitude. And I have the one for...
Do you have that awesome Daedric katana?
Well, awesome Daedric katana.
Or Ebony katana? Daedric...
The Ebony Blade?
Artifact? Yeah.
That is the 3rd one I don't have. Thank you very much.
I knew it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go to Winterhold? What's wrong with me? Whiterun. Into the inn. Ask the innkeeper about Jarl Balgruf's weird-ass children. And I'm also going to hope that some guy convinces me to get drunk and marry a Hagraven.
Yeah, you would do that.
I would indeed do that. It is something... I'm already married to Ysolda. I could never. Which is going to be awkward, because I buy the wedding ring off Ysolda, if I remember correctly.
True. I didn't think about that.
I'm going to have a stern talking to, dude.
Oh, boy.
Oh, what are my kids going to think? My one kid. What are my kids going to think?
I enjoy this work well enough.
I heard any rumors lately. Oh, there we go. Jarl's children.
Best to keep clear.
Best to keep clear. Oh, game frozen.
Else,
Alright, now, how do I get the drunk person quest?
If it's a lady you're looking for, you best look elsewhere. Once Mikhail gets them, they're got.
How do you start A Night to Remember? If I remember correctly, it's...
Just go find the dude with the anagram name in a place that sells alcohol.
His name isn't a tavern. His name isn't a perfect anagram though, right? It's just...
I mean, there's an extra space.
Well, no, but there's... yeah, he has an extra M. His name is Sam. Sanguine does not have an M in it.
Okay.
joking with me.
It's all true.
All right. Do you think waiting 1 hour at a time would do it? I don't have to go to every single pub in the beacon game.
I've always just found it. Every single time I wanted the quest, I've just been able to go to the Whiterun Tavern, and he'd be there every time, waiting for me.
In the Bannered Mare, there's this bottle of Argonian ale. The good stuff. Argonian
Me and him are
ale.
meant to be.
Well, that all depends on you.
Him and I.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. Sure, whatever.
Wait, Bannered Mare, you said? Am I in the Bannered Mare, or I'm in the inn? I should go to the
What's the matter? You can't stay
tavern, right?
Or check both.
the side of a strong Nord woman?
I feel like I find him in the inn, but it would make more sense for me to find him in the tavern.
I'd be dead if not
What's the
for they
place that's connected to
Man,
the
help me turn
little
my luck
circle where you sold the works?
That is Bannered Mare. That is the tavern.
Okay, yeah, that's where I always find it
Welcome.
every single time.
Let me know if you
Yeah,
want
the one with the Alikir
I
woman.
got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead.
I stole some Argonian ale.
It's so cool
Well,
how
would ya?
these
Look
Daedric
at that.
artifacts, so many of them you can find in
Argonian
previous
ale.
games.
My thanks, friend.
And then they
You
have like a
take this, your
history of
healing
who
potion.
owns them.
I,
Right.
Found it in the temple. Bye now.
Alright, where's Sam Gwaben?
Hello.
I'm just gonna wait 1 hour at a
Oh,
time.
hi.
I don't know
I'm
what,
glad I
I don't know
ran
what to
into
do.
you. I was wondering if
I'm
you-
actually shocked I haven't found
I
it
don't
yet.
know. If you see any big strong men around.
I was
let us
fine
know,
on the
will
first
you?
try. I've never not found it on the first try in the Bannered Mare. And I've done that like
Now,
4
Don't
times.
go away mad.
Once the game has chosen his location, he will usually remain there until met.
Oh.
Would you consider it cheating to teleport to him and
enjoy
then
this
reload and
work
then
well
manually go
enough,
to where
but
he
I'm
is?
ready to
Security
retire.
I mean, I guess technically, well, I guess that is cheating. But
Frig, dude.
it's just cheating in an alternate reality. That's exactly like your game. It's like going into making a creative mode version of your Minecraft game to explore and
That's
figure out where the diamond is.
that's so cheating, dude. I would never do that in Minecraft.
I've only done that in Minecraft to plan out builds.
Wait, where is the inn? Wait. Is the Bannered Mare the
Some-
inn and the Drunken Huntsman's the I don't know, dude. I
Well,
can't.
the drunken kind of sounds like a tavern.
It does, but like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
See anything you like.
Eat her.
Something you need, you miserable. Yes. My brother and after our drink, he shot an arrow that pierced my. Try hold it. You
Yeah,
should
Banner.
check in at
Yep, you're right.
Dragon's
Yeah,
Reach,
yeah, yeah.
too. There's so much going
It's so
on.
annoying that you can't
The Jarl or his
improve the Ebony Blade just because apparently the blade is just so incredibly resistant to
Thank you very
heat.
much for your business.
To yeet?
Heat.
Really? Did you say yeet? It really sounded
No,
like
I
you
said
said
heat.
It sounded like you said yeet.
You can throw it perfectly fine.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna teleport to Sanglovin. I cannot.
Right, but you didn't agree with me that that's stupid.
I agree with you, it's stupid. Okay,
Right, thank you.
player dot move to 000A96A0.
You look like someone who can hold
Okay.
their liquor. How about a friendly contest?
Where am I? Where the frick am Villamere Inn? I couldn't even tell you where this is. Where's Villamere Inn? Whiterun.
I know.
Whiterun, huh? I don't believe you. I think my map was glitched. Iverstead. Iverstead. I knew that wasn't. Okay. I'm going to Iverstead. Like, bro, there's no way I would have gone to all 9 holds. Old capital cities first. And then I would have
Did
gone
you
to like.
cheat?
Huh?
You cheated to figure out where he was?
Cheat is a strong word. I moved to him.
You teleported to him.
I teleported them, then I loaded, and now I'm gonna manually go there.
Ah, wow.
I mean, I guess it makes sense. I should have known, because I suppose I probably would have hit level 14 right around when I was going to High Hrothgar near Iverstead. I guess that would have been a smart thing to think about, but yeah, I'm not. Alright. I cheated. I stole a balloon on National Free Balloon Day.
They're in. If there's anything I can get you, just let me know.
Heard about what you did, killing those foul.
He is here.
Well done, companion.
Thank
Here for
God
work?
you're here.
Get an
You
axe
look
and
like
bring me
someone
all
who
the
can
wood
hold
from
their
the shop.
liquor. How about a friendly contest to win a staff?
A drinking contest? You don't stand a chance.
We'll see about that. This is a special brew. Very strong stuff. Let's get started. If you're looking for... I'll start round 1. Down the hatch.
Down the hatch.
I
Did he give me something to drink? He did not.
play beautifully. It would be a shame if you stopped.
All right.
Oh, now
Your
it's my
turn.
turn. Here we go.
One down, and another one for me. Yeah.
Dude, my man's a beast. He just deletes these beers. Or whatever we're drinking.
Yeah.
How about
You not so much.
So says you. I think I've hit my limit.
Though
Wow.
you are
One
in a
more.
You've
drinking
No
contest
problem.
against the
Staff
god.
is yours.
That's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Sash
Even if
great.
you
You
lose.
know, you're a fun person to drink with. Hey, you don't
Fash
look
great.
so
Fine day to
good.
you, friend.
That's literally what I said.
I know. That's
Wake
the
up.
best kind of breed.
That's right. It's time to wake up, you drunken blasphemer.
Dude, I just had the nastiest blackout of all time.
I see. I'm guessing you also don't remember coming in here.
Oh,
lab,
you should-
Which means you don't remember.
Oh, do you
losing your
plan
temper
to
and throwing
upgrade the
trash
Ebony
all over
Blade at all?
people.
Upgrade? How do I upgrade a unique weapon?
Well, it's enchant. Well, most unique weapons you're able to smith to upgrade, but Ebony Blade is special in that it can't be upgraded, which is stupid. I really like how that blade's designed, so I'd probably get a mod to change that. But the Ebony Blade has an enchantment
Well,
that, like,
you were
an
kicking
enchantment
your
that
cups when you
is
got here.
infinite. That
You were ranting, but most of it was slow.
it starts at
You said
10
something about Rorik's.
base points of health absorption, but every 2 people that you kill that are friendly with you will upgrade the absorbed health by 4 points, up to a max of 30 absorbed
I
health.
remember this one. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that because my weapons are OP.
Yeah. But is it 100%ing if you don't upgrade it?
Absolutely, it is.
You won't have heard all of the voice lines from that Daedra.
No, that's not true.
What? That
True.
is.
It's not true.
You don't hear all the voice lines until after it's complete.
It's not true.
You won't hear, at last my blade has returned to its full glory, blah blah blah.
Wait, so Ebony Blade, I just need to kill 100 people with it, right?
No, just 10 friends. So 10 people that trust you.
Oh, I'm not gonna do
Like,
that.
if you could kill Ysolda.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I value my perfect game
Apparently.
too much. If I was gonna do that, I'd just kill like the 10 dudes and inns you can hire to be your companions.
Well, they don't have to be companions. They could just be anyone you did any quest for.
I want help.
Yeah, but
Or anybody that...
But I'm
lets
saying
you
like
take
those
cheap
dudes you
things.
can pick up in bars and like the mercenaries. I just kill those guys. I don't know like 90% of their names.
You.
I already
You've got a
killed
lot of
one.
nerve showing
I killed one
yourself
for
now and
Boethia.
again. What do you have to say for yourself? Is that
Wait,
so?
it
Does the
lists
name
an X
Bledo ring a bell? The star beauty of my farm? Kidnapped by a
upgrade
drunk
the
loud
enchantment.
sold to a
You
giant?
can kill a friendly
better
character,
remember
then
her
use
right
the
fast
console
before I
command to
call the
resurrect
guards and
them, then
have
kill
you
them
lured
again
away.
to upgrade the enchantment. That's not an exploit, that's just
You're
the
damn
use of
That's
a
just
console
cheating.
command.
I'll
Why
never
wouldn't you
bring
just use
another
a console
bad
command to
like
upgrade it?
Bledo. And don't you think of coming back to
What?
Rorikstead until you
Why
get
wouldn't
her
you just
back
use a
from that
console
giant?
command to just directly upgrade it to
Yeah, I'm sure there's something there. Some kid probably just added that, thinking they found an
I suppose
exploit
that
with
makes
that console
sense.
command.
You left a note, but it was mostly gibberish. The only
What
thing I
if
could make out
someone
was,
finds the
"After
console command
repaying
button and
his
thinks
Zolga
that's
in
an
Whiterun."
intended part of the game?
Uh-oh, I'm at the awkward part. I have to go talk to my wife. Oh, she's heading back to Whiterun from my house just for this quest. I see her in the minimap on
She doesn't even want to sleep in the same house as you now.
Oh God, my kid.
All alone in the wilderness.
No, all
A
of them
big
probably
house?
in my house. Yeah.
Been tending to your hounds? Smell like a wet dog.
He's probably gonna mess everything up though.
Isolda, I'm so sorry, hun. Just let me.
So, you're finally back. Look, I've been patient, but you still owe me. Oh, what's wrong? Did the engagement fall through?
You can get a
She
lot of
doesn't
charges.
even
Shame.
realize there's
I'm
no
so looking
special
forward to the
dialogue.
wedding.
That's
You said
stupid.
you'd have all the
That's so.
most
That would be
interesting
such an interesting thing if they.
If that were New
included-
Vegas, there'd have been something.
Oh, for sure.
You went
There'd have been
right
a
out
whole
to get
quest
to your
line about it.
fiancé. Don't you
Nah,
even
it's a
remember where
little
you
much.
left her? And after you told me that sweet story of
It
how you met in
would
Lucian's
have completely
Grove,
altered the main.
can see why I left you.
Ouch! I know this is regular dialogue, but Isolde just said I can see why she left you.
Oh,
You must have had a wild, but I suppose everyone gets the jitters.
Hopefully she doesn't
You said the
speak
ceremony
Daniel
was
again.
going to be at Morvenskar. Don't forget, you still owe me.
Head to Morvenskar. Where's Morvenskar? To the right.
Between Morven and Scar. That's why they call it Morven Scar.
No. I can't wait till the Sheo Gorath quest. It's gonna be my last Daedric one. Oh, I have to kill people. It's so frustrating. I should become not a werewolf anymore. I forgot I should do that for sure.
Game Maker 8.1 was written in Delphi.
I know that. I don't know what Delphi is, but I did see that one. The Oracle of Delphi. That just makes me want to play Civ so badly. I really want to play Civ.
I've been watching a lot of those
Have you not?
AI competitions.
They're
I've
so fun.
watched some of it, but
The third one
I-
just
I-
came out. I haven't watched that one.
I can't just throw away a few hours.
Well, I just always play a game and then
Well-
have them up on the other monitor.
Yeah, that makes sense, but I could also play or have like a other stuff.
What?
Like Lathland has just released the playthrough of Stellaris, where he's focusing on the shared burdens communism perk. Glory to the Blorg Republic. Workers of the Galaxy Unite.
Go blorg yourself. Whoa, Misty Grove. This is a cool area. Very cool area. Take me down to the Misty Grove. Sam.
You're here. I was beginning to think you might not make it. I thought you might not remember your first trip here. You had a big night.
What does that sound like?
Oh, the Hagraven feather and so on.
You
could
flicking
throw
something?
all those out. You see, I really just needed something to encourage you to go out into the world and spread merriment. Hmm? Let's be honest here. I don't always think my decisions through, but you're going places. Maybe a little influence from your old Uncle Sanguine could help adjust
Sanguine
your
drunk?
course a bit. Yes? I am I know. How could I
He's
lie?
just not quite
But it
all
wasn't
there.
long before I realized you'd make a more interesting bearer of my not quite holy staff than this waste. My pleasure. But I think it's time for you to go. No fun keeping you locked up in here with the staff.
Wait, I didn't even talk to my wife.
If there's
Or my
anything I can
fiance.
get you, just let me know.
Here for work? Get an axe and bring me all the wood you can chop.
I think you should continue with your performances.
What's the point? I'm not very good, and it's only for the same few people every night.
I think you played beautifully. It would be a shame if you stopped.
All right.
I completely did this quest
I
wrong.
suppose it's the least
Like,
we
I
can do.
did it, but I skipped so much. Do I redo it? Like, I didn't
Wait,
talk
what?
to the I didn't talk to the giant. I just passed all the speech checks.
Oh.
A fine day to you, friend. May you die with a sword in your hands.
I mean, you don't do much talking to the giant.
Yeah, but like I also didn't talk to my wife. Hey, not Ashton.
Your decision to make.
I think I want to redo this quest. It didn't take long anyway. I don't think I can redo this quest. I may have.
Autosaves?
Yeah, autosaves. And I didn't. The quick save overrode. You know what? It's fine. I'll just go talk to my wife now and go kill her, because I don't want to deal with her unless she despawns.
You sold her? How dare you?
No, the other one.
The ugly one. No, I thought you already said you weren't gonna kill Isolde though, so never mind.
No, I love Isolde. She's great. She gives me free money from her drug deals.
Sleeping tree sap. People love it.
Hey, it's better than skooma.
I don't know.
Skooma,
It
not
depends
even
on
once.
how much you dislike the hist.
Skooma, not even
If you're
once.
really afraid of the hist, then the sleeping tree sap would be worse.
Not even once. There's a really cool quest relating to the hist in Oblivion. Will you ever play Oblivion, do you think?
Probably not.
Okay, then I'll spoil it. If that's fine, right?
Yep.
It's for the quest of a mercenary group called the Black Company, and they're like rivals with the Fighters Guild. So you do the Fighters Guild questline, and one of your quests in the Fighters Guild is to infiltrate the Black Company as part of the Fighters Guild. And so when you go to infiltrate, they like initiate you into the Black Company and like make you do your initiation. And in the initiation, they make you like do something with a history or something. And then you go out and they tell you to kill a bunch of goblins in a village.
Take care with those flames.
And you kill all these goblins, and then afterwards you like teleport back, and then you see the orc that like was initiating the Black Company, and he's like, all right, you're back, you're a beast. And then if you go back to that location, or maybe you like get sent back to that location, it reveals that the people you killed weren't actually goblins. It was actually just innocent villagers, and you were under the influence of the like drug or whatever that made you think they were goblins when you were killing them. It's super cool. It's a super cool quest.
Mate, what is
Yeah.
it that you need?
I wish
Just-
writing like that still happened.
Did that
Yes,
ruin a
my
bunch of
youngest
quests for
son.
those innocent people?
He's a dark child.
I don't know. I don't
He
know.
was
I didn't play
always a
Oblivion.
quiet lad, but
I've
lately,
I've just seen the entire
something's
story of
changed.
it and Morrowind.
He's become brooding, violent.
I see.
He won't say a word to me, but if you could speak to him, draw out the truth, I would be immensely.
So I'm not
Father
sure
says
exactly
unto
what
you and your drink the sword.
skooma is or does.
It's moon
I
sugar.
just know it's
Fight
yeah,
back
but
with
it's not
your
like
fists.
it's made into a drink.
Right.
So just like a really intense alcohol.
No, it's like speed. It's like drinking cocaine.
I guess.
And I don't think it's drank. I think it's smoked. So,
Skooma?
yeah.
It's in bottles that you drink.
That are No, that are smoked.
No, it
you
definitely
no
drinks
no
skooma.
you definitely don't. It's a
Okay. Skooma, drink or smoke? Maybe they drink it through straws like students do to get drunk quicker. What? If you drink things through straws, you get drunk quicker?
don't think so. No. According to the Skyrim wiki, skooma is a potion produced from bone sugar. It is a highly addictive narcotic, and its users pass through bouts of euphoria followed by protracted lethargy. It is smoked in a special pipe. The crystals are placed in a small dish and heated. The gas produced is bubbled through water in the pipe to cool as it is inhaled. I don't know. I think the cannon might. I'm with spilled water all over my keyboard. Be right back.
No, it's skooma. Are you there? You're muted if you are.
Hello. Alright, that's better. Cool. Alright. Glad that's fixed. I really hope my keyboard works after that debacle. Ashton, if you're still here, my friend does not. He does not stream. That you're still here, though, I won't blame you. It was annoying. Okay. Where was I in Skyrim again? That's right. I was asking the Jarl of Whiterun's son. Okay. Oh, I can't hear anything in Skyrim. To restart my Skyrim in all likelihood. Hello.
Hi.
I wonder if in Windows I can go like boop, boop.
Bada beep, bada bop,
No,
bada beep bop.
no,
Pow.
no. Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom.
Exactly.
Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom. Yep, I got it. I gotta restart Skyrim. Alright. Restart to desktop. I also keep forgetting to undo my werewolfism. I gotta do that. I can't believe so many people are now like willing to just completely abolish the idea of police.
Well, most people are, that I find are going for decreasing the funding of police and putting the funds elsewhere.
No,
It's a
but that's just like
community
not
building
true.
option.
That's not true. That's just what they say to distract you from the idea that they're abolishing the police. I can prove that because there are like 90% of these protests have signs. I've seen some of them that say literally abolish the police. Like that's what the sign says. Quote, literally abolish the police.
Yeah, I have seen those signs as well.
Yeah.
But with actual more text or like more non like just trying to be dramatic during a protest, I've seen way more just defund the police.
And that's different from
And that's where all the serious discussion on it I've seen has been on just defunding.
I've not seen any serious discussion regarding to the subject. If you think defunding the police is
I mean, there are legitimate arguments like
not
because
having
a
police,
lot of police are a lot of responsibilities shouldn't just fall to the police, but there can be more specialized
yeah, you're right. Let's call in the Navy SEAls.
facilities
Let's call in the Navy SEAls.
or like many other things. I don't think Navy SEAls are best for I don't know, like
Specialized
community building or whatever.
dude, like cops do a great job of community building, all right. Or already.
Not
is what I
in
meant to say.
many communities. Many communities don't feel that way. You can see
Yeah,
that
it's
in a lot
because
of
of
these
the
protests.
it's entirely and I'm saying that's just not statistically backed up in any way. It is entirely a media creation, and I think that's ridiculous.
But a lot of people feel that way. So.
Yeah, and that's stupid. Because, like, if you look at in 2019, there were I'm getting my numbers right. It was something like 20 unarmed people shot by police in the entire country, and like most of them were white.
Yeah, but there's also just a lot more white people in the country.
Yeah, but there's more crimes being committed by not white people.
Yeah, and a lot of
There's more police interactions with
and a lot of
African
people
Americans.
view that as being a skewed that way because of racism.
That's so ridiculous. That's so ridiculous. Cop gets a 911 call. Hey, dude, there's a robbery going around on my neighborhood. My neighbor is getting his house burglarized. Cop, dispatcher. Is he white? Yes. Cop says, okay, have a nice day. That's such a ridiculous idea. I also find it comical that like all the cities that this has been happening in have like been 80+ year Democrat strongholds. And like in Minneapolis, there is no. So speaking to the idea of defunding the police, in 2017, they got rid of the traffic enforcement division. You can speed since 2017 in Minneapolis, and no one will pull you over unless it's a state trooper. Minneapolis police will not pull you over. You can run red lights, and only state troopers can pull you over. So like, police has been defunded after the Philando Castile shooting. Police have been defunded. Good job. Really stopped this one. Really stopped a nationwide outrage. Like, how is the solution not to increase funding for police so you can have better training and like select better police officers? And like, because right now, for the most part, they're not being selective with their process. They're just hiring anyone who wants to be a cop, but because there's just not enough. And if you increase salaries, more people will want to become cops. And
Yeah,
you
but
can be
then I've
selective.
seen plenty of people pull out data showing how like increases of funding in the past not led to any good results.
That's not how stats work. I've also, like, I saw this project. I don't remember the name. It was something project. It was like police departments with these 8 tactics, like no chokeholds allowed, only use I'm just spitting stuff out, but they had like 8 rules, and it was like on average police departments followed 3 of these 8 rules, and police departments that followed 8 of 8 rules had like 70% less crime. And there was just so many ridiculous things with that, because part of the math they used was actually, and I don't mean part of the math, I mean the entire math that they used in that study was that they took the benefit of adding 1 of each of those 8 rules, averaged it, and then took a geometric mean over 8 and extrapolated it to if you were to include all 8 rules. And that's how they got like 72%. It's just such so ridiculous. They just took the average benefit of adding 1 rule and then multiplied it by 8. It was so bad. But like, there's so many just wrong things like that. And like another reason I think police is super bad is because police is unionized, and like I've always been really anti-union in like every case essentially, because I think unions suck and people really like them for whatever reason. But like,
because they can get higher wages with them, it makes sense. Workers have a lot more power when they can all threaten to strike at once. That's a lot more dangerous to a company than just one worker threatening
But the
strike.
police have a union, and like Democrats are really in favor of unions, and no one, I mean, a few people have brought up like deunionizing the police, but none of the same people that like want to abolish it altogether or even defund it. None of them have even started to say like prevent the police from unionizing. Because like they always say one bad apple ruins the bunch. They use the stupidest, most simplified apple analogy to talk about police. And they're like, one bad apple ruins the bunch, so that's why all the bad apples, or all the good apples, just stay quiet, because of the brotherhood aspect of the police. So the bad apples get to stay, or whatever they've been saying. It's like, I wonder why they don't speak up. I wonder why. It couldn't have anything to do with the union, right?
Yes?
I have like,
grown-ups who talk to
I think that crime would,
are the kind
or like these kinds of incidents would be greatly reduced. Like you're not gonna get rid of them. That's just a ludicrous idea. You're not gonna get rid of stuff like this unless there's, you know, many years of generational like anti-racism. But even like it's not, I wouldn't even say it's a major racism problem. I'd just say it's a major like bad police brutality problem, like coupled with some of them are racist. And I just think like the way to alleviate that isn't to get rid of police. Like yes, if you get rid of police, that will get rid of police killing people. Like you're right. There will be no more police brutality with no police. I just think like that's bad for communities, and I think police brutality can be fixed by like increasing funding, getting better cops, training them better, breaking up the unions so they actually like are encouraged to like get rid of the bad cops, and there's actual incentives to hiring like better police officers. And also, if you're paying them more, you can afford to hire more community cops. So you can have community guidelines on hiring officers, so they actually like live in the place they're supposed to protect and serve. I don't think the answer is to like defund them.
I might just be a servant among lords, but don't think
it's not like now the radicals are saying defund the police to redistribute the costs elsewhere. Like, since when have you cared about budget deficits? Since freaking when?
The only grown-ups who talk to me are the kind I don't want. So, the disgusting pig sent...
That's my 2 cents.
My father doesn't, but I know about him, and about
Yeah,
I know that he
there's
still worships tolerance.
definitely sense behind it.
That he worries...
Probably 2 cents.
That he...
2 cents.
That I don't have the same mother as my brother and sister. The castle, places where... And the whisper. She won't tell me. I've gotten good at listening to... I thought I was
Ooh,
caught,
the whispering lady.
But I can't open the door. In the basement. I bet she'll talk to you too. Until next time.
I'm going to the basement of the what's this place called? Dragon's Reach. Of Dragon's Reach. Whispering lady, Alec. Old wooden door. Listen at the door. At last. Oh. Hello, Meridia.
It's just an enchanted door talking to you.
I'm staring at
not
a door.
like a Daedric.
The child is
Maybe there's like a
spirited,
corpse.
but lacks
It's just a lady, dude.
agency.
That's all I know. My question is there someone behind the door?
Regrettably,
Oh, she
I
cannot reach
your
my plane so
plane
directly. So there is no one behind the
But
door.
I forgive you for not knowing who I am.
Or is that just a lie? That's what a person behind the door would say.
I am Mephala,
It's pretty funny.
the Lady of Whisper.
Sounds like something a person behind the door.
I tug at the web of connections between mortals. Love, hatred, loyalty.
I'm gonna throw
Betrayal.
3D Borderlands on a
The boy was good at
GitHub
sussing out
repository right now.
secrets.
Very cool.
You, I
Add me as a
expect to take a
No.
more active
See.
role.
By the way, have you used GitLab before?
I've looked into it a little bit before. I don't remember much.
I'm using it for work, and it's really good actually. Like it's really good. It's like mostly the same as GitHub, but like it's actually been impressive, like how robust it is.
How so?
They have like auto dev, like I know GitHub does too, but like it'll like auto build stuff for you, so you don't need to like build it yourself. It's just
Build as
nice.
in,
Like assemble, compile, package into an executable.
huh?
So it can auto build it, and it can auto run tests, and it can tell you if your test failed. It can also auto lint, so like check your syntax. It's really cool stuff. Like I said, GitHub can do the same thing, but like
I don't know how to do that to GitHub.
yeah, it's a little tougher. That's what I'm saying. You have to use like Travis, which is a CI environment, but it's a separate tool. GitLab has it built in. It's really cool. Because like how we're supposed to do it is like only the like good stuff goes on GitHub, and like everything else goes on GitLab.
I see.
First, you must open this door.
Ooh, I gotta open the door.
Okay.
A piece of
So,
my power has been
I
locked
submitted.
away behind it,
I think I talked
and
about.
even my
Did I
eyes
mention to you
cannot
what I was
see
going to
past the seals.
submit for my
I'd
game
much
proposal
rather it be in
You sent
the
it to me.
hands of an ambitious and talented person, such
That
as yourself.
the
Google
pseudo 3D game. I sent you the little Google
The
Doc.
whole
It
of
sent me the Google Doc of
Whiterun
2D
is
Borderlands
ripe
with
with
dimensional rift.
paranoia
which
and tensions.
Oh, I already had this
The
entire
Jarl's
conversation.
court is ripe
Yeah, and I
for
said like I
further
really like this
power
idea,
I hold
and like
behind this
I want you to do
door.
it.
Oh yeah, that's where
The
the whole
Jarl
GitHub thing
trusts
was introduced
you,
to my
Right.
mind.
and they
I
will
was
be
very
his
tired.
undoing.
You were.
The dark child
All right,
knows of what I speak.
Did I talk to you at all about my
Let him guide your
pseudo
path.
3D with 2D game
Your mic cut out.
experiment thing?
Your mic cut out between pseudo 2D 3D, and then your mic cut out for one word, and then you said game.
Yeah, so that what you know is basically it. All right, pseudo 3D with 2D sprites
That
in
sounds
Game
awful.
Maker.
You.
Oh.
You know the Whispering
Okay,
Lady, don't you?
sorry, I brought
I
it
can
up.
tell.
Well,
I'll
like,
show you some gifs of it. This was the proposal I,
told
made
you,
for
I
it.
know everything about the
I
castle.
could just send you the game itself,
For
but
some reason,
this
that
might
door's
be
special.
easiest for now.
How you get it from them is up to you. Nobody
That's
would
fair.
notice if Farngard
I think it's
was,
really
I
cool.
promise you.
It's sort of
just
an
am remembering
experiment to
the
see.
April Fool's joke from Nuclear Throne, and that did not look good.
Divine smile on
Okay,
your
well,
lips.
I'm not going to say that this is the best looking thing, but I will say, to me, it looks really cool because I know what's going on behind it. I'm not sure how.
Going to open it.
Some people I've shown this to think it looks super cool. Other people just don't understand anything that they're looking at. But I think also it's really good if you can see it. So I'm going to send you the actual game
Okay,
because it's really cool to walk around it.
I am not going to take a look at that until likely tomorrow.
That's fine.
I'll finish up this quest and go to sleep.
I really want to show you, like, okay, I'm really proud of the automatic camera rotation. Or, like, to make it so that the character is always on screen in this 3D world, it automatically rotates the camera. Well, it doesn't actually rotate the camera. The camera never moves, and this is all 2D. But it has certain effects on the way it draws the terrain to make it look like the camera's moving. And also, I have a bunch of, like, 2 overlapping Perlin noise terrain generators. One that manages moisture, and the other
Remember, your mind is the best weapon you
manages
have.
height to
Don't
create
even think about it.
interesting game world.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors.
That rotating GIF is so odd.
Yeah, it makes a lot more sense to be able when you use the controls.
Oh,
Excellent work.
that's it? I just got the
No.
Ebony Blade?
I trust you're sharp enough to see that the sword doesn't match the description of the Ebony Blade you may know. It has languished too long outside the winds of alliance and betrayal. To return to its past glory, it must first drink the blood of deceit. Your world is admirably seeped in lies and inclinations. My blade is a darling leech that feeds on deceptions and nourishes its master. Seek out those closest to you. The final pluck of their misguided heartstrings will accompany my blade in a song of your grandeur.
I should have done this quest earlier.
Yeah, that's recommended to be the first Daedric quest. Because it's really easy to upgrade the enchantment during the other Daedric quests.
Wait, I can just slay drunk people.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Drunks and beggars often make good targets.
Okay. I see how beggars make good targets, but still kind of mean, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do to help out the lady behind the door. Whenever you talk to that danger, you just refer to them as the person behind the door. Okay, so most importantly, what should the work in progress title be now for 2D Borderlands? Because
2D Borderlands seems like a copyright issue.
Yeah, I don't want to have that be the work in progress title if I'm going to bring this a little further, especially if I'm taking in the Rift ability.
Okay,
so I'm
I
just
think
thinking
the name has to, I think it wants to be, it's got to be like a pseudo psychedelic, like insane, like balls to the wall, let's shoot some people name.
Rift Blaster.
It's so basic. You
I
want something
know.
that's going to catch the ear/eye.
But that's what first came to mind, and that's currently what is on
I
the Google
think
Doc.
that part of the main quest line should be. I remember I said, the people made a gun to like shoot the moon or something. That was my idea, or to shoot a black hole. I don't even remember. But you remember that idea for quest line? There's like one faction that was so obsessed with guns they were making one to shoot a star, or something like that.
Yeah, but everything changes when the Fire Nation attack.
No, but listen to this. Related to that,
Everything
what if you-
changes when Rift ability is introduced. Like, that has to change everything.
Yeah, but what about that? Listen to this. You're gonna like blinding the sun. That's more of a quest name than a game name, though. But I think that's a cool name or something.
Yeah, Rift Blaster's a terrible name.
Right. It reminds
It's
me
like
of the
a terrible
Math
mobile
Blasters.
game.
Do you remember Math Blaster?
I don't know what that is.
That game we used to play in elementary school in the computer lab, Math Blaster.
I don't think I ever played that.
Oh, it was super popular. But yeah, Rift Blaster's pretty horrendous.
Like, if that was, I would never even consider buying anything named Rift Blaster. Like,
There's a song.
Okay, even just saying Blaster Rift, that is so cool, so much cooler. It's not great, but Blaster Rift sounds better than Rift Blaster. Makes a little less sense though, but I don't know.
There's a 2003 like war thriller called Tears of the Sun. What if you called it Tears of the Gun?
It has to have something to do with
the
rifts.
I don't think it does.
But the rifts is such a huge game changer.
You know what's like what's funny is Borderlands is like a perfect name.
Yeah,
'Cause you're,
Borderlands
like,
is
crossing
super
border.
cool.
No, I'm saying like specific for
Oh.
this game. Like you're
It could
crossing
be like Riftlands. That's something I considered.
Rifterlands. No, that's
Well, you're not a rifter.
you're a rifter. That's absolutely.
I mean, I guess someone who goes through rifts could be considered a rifter.
I mean, should be considered a rifter.
Yeah, but or they could be a dimensional wizard, like a gun wizard.
There's a song I quite like by The Who called Pinball Wizard.
Yeah, I don't plan to let the player play pinball.
At first I was a young boy.
Except
I
with
played my
enemies,
silver ball.
the heads of enemies.
From Soho down to Brighton. I claimed to beat them all. I don't think I said that lyric. Something. Tall. Don't train. Sure played some mean pinball. Do. Shogorth, hello. I would recognize that voice anywhere.
You help me. You help people, right? Oh, thank you. My master has abandoned me. Now he refuses to even see me. He says I interrupt his vacation. Last I saw him, he was visiting. No, he went into the forbidden wing of the... Oh, and you'll need the hip bone. It's very important. Oh, you just don't understand. Without him, I am not free. Without him, I am doomed. Without his guidance, our homeland is falling apart. Oh, but I'm sure he'll repay you when he comes to his senses. He
How
is a
many
great
people
man,
have
but one
played
rarely praised. He rules Twin Empire.
Dimensional
He has
Rift?
forbidden me from saying his name. He says it distracts him.
Well,
But you
I
will know
will
him
know
when you see him.
when I look
He
up.
stays in the Pelagian, but I hear the maids, Una and Erdi, know how
Analytics.
to enter it for cleaning.
Looks
Surely they
like
could help for such an important...
it has 300 views and about 51 downloads.
Soho down to Brighton.
Oh, wait a second. Wait. How does... It says it has 102 total downloads, but 39 downloads of data.win and 50 downloads of dimenshionshift.exe. Both of the files are necessary to run the game.
How does that even work? Yeah.
Well, I try to make it very clear. I talk about it multiple times that you just need both files in the same spot, then you can run the executable. But
Whoa.
what?
Oh,
Who
I
would
get in
just
trouble
download the
It's not-
executable and then?
Well, I
Oh
suppose
my,
in
that
case
that's.
it's okay to let you in, but only
Watch
briefly.
your feet. We just
Be careful
clean
and
there.
come right back. Don't miss anything else.
There's a great name. It's gonna come. It has to do with guns. The name has to have something to do with guns.
Yeah.
I hope the game is entirely predicated just about like pseudo ridiculous, just.
I mean, even right now,
of
there's
insanity
technically
guns.
infinite gun variations.
Uh-huh.
Well, technically, like virtually infinite. Just because, I mean, you could just increment one of the stats slightly for as much as your computer can handle.
Through me. Besides, I have so many things to do. So many undesirables to contend with. Naysayers, buffoons, detractors. Why, my headsman hasn't slept in 3 days.
So also, the style is going to have to change a little bit from what it currently is to have it focus on guns. Because right now, the style does not do a good job of focusing on guns. It's not detailed enough to have guns in any realistic sense.
Best septum that's ever ruled. Well, except for that Martin fella. But he turned into a dragon god, and that's hardly sporting. You know, I was there for that whole sordid affair. Marvelous time. Butterflies,
And also,
blood, a fox, a severed head. Oh,
like this whole game needs a lot of custom art. There's just the better thing about other game plans I have is that there's existing art that would cover it very well. Just like even just using the stuff I got in this itch bun, I got some amazing medieval pixel art assets and characters. Like actually unbelievably good stuff. And tons of it, all animated. I got like tons of medieval characters that look amazing. And enemies too. But I can't use them all. So they don't work well with guns. And I don't want to, I really can't pay for an artist. So I'm kind of stuck. I got a few options. Like one option is to try to get my artist friend on board.
Inside the mind of
But
is it your first time?
I don't know. I hate to say it, but I have like higher hopes for this project. I don't know. But obviously, like,
Rip. You had a family.
But obviously, the dude's much better than me at pixel art. And
Real? Oh, what kind of message? A song? A summons? Wait.
But like, my only other option would just be to spend like
what's the message?
a year and a half to get good enough at pixel art.
Is it Olag?
But I don't think I'd be able to stick through that, and I haven't been able to in the past.
But more to the point, do you? Because that's crazy. You do realize who you're. Oh, pardon me. Where do you? I mean, really.
All right. So what do I name the repository? 2D Borderlands?
No.
Daedric Prince.
Rift Blasters?
And all you deem fit to do is deliver a message.
I don't know. I want to sleep on it.
Well, I want to make the repository before I go to bed.
You can't do it tomorrow?
I mean, nothing's stopping me from doing it tomorrow.
Because honestly, how much time off could a demented Daedra?
Fine.
So,
You can sleep on it.
Yeah.
Just this once.
You have to find the way out first. Ha! I do love it. Care to take a look around? This is not.
It's also
Welcome
really cool
to the
that
deceptive Now, I know what you're
I
thinking.
implemented
The Wabbajack!
the
Huh?
headshot
Didn't see
mechanics
that coming,
being
did you?
critical hits.
Do you mind? I'm busy
Because I
doing
don't
a
often
fish
see
dinner.
that in
It's a very
shooters like
delicate
this.
state of mind. Ah! Now this is a sad path. Pelagius hated and feared many things. Assassins, wild dogs, the undead, pumpernickel. Pelagius' keenest hatred was... Never should have come here. The attacks he makes on himself can be seen here fully. They're always carried out as part of his fragile self. The self-loathing enhances Pelagius' anger. But his confidence will shrink with every hit. You must bring the two into balance. That is wonderfully done. Pelagius is finally ready to love himself and continue hating everyone else.
Need something?
This quest is wild.
You've headed down the path of dreams. Unfortunately for you, Pelagius suffered night terrors from a young age. All you need to do is find something to wake our poor Pelagius up. You'll find his terrors easy to repel, but persistent. nothing to crow about. With Pelagius up and about, you're moving right along. We'll both be home in no time. Oh, good choice! Well, good for me. I find everyone being out to get you so terribly entertaining. You might find it less so. You see, Pelagius's mother was, well, let us say, unique. Although I suppose, in the grand scheme of things, she was fairly average for a septim. That woman wielded fear like a cleaver. Or did she wield a cleaver and make people afraid? I never get that part right. Oh, but she taught her son. Pelagius learned at a very early age that danger could come from anywhere, at any time.
Sometimes the reason I want to figure out multi-threading for this game in particular is when dealing with the rifts, because I think that it would be best to have, or I don't think it'd be a good idea. Well, okay, I'm not sure. With what I'm currently thinking for the game, I don't think it would be good to have it all, like every single dimension made by hand. I think it'd be really cool if people are able to visit like infinite dimensions, or like you could keep visiting new dimensions that are just all procedurally generated. That'd be really cool. To do that though, and to make it seamless, to be able to just seamlessly jump into a new rift that works as smoothly as it does in the Dimension Rift game, that other dimension must be preloaded. So when I need to figure out either when that loading happens, or I need to figure out a way to make that just load in the background, which it'd be necessary to have either another instance of a game running, like secondary helper instance, doing all that loading, or figure out multi-threading with the main instance of the game. The simplest option would be to just figure out some time to load in that some time where a long pause is possible.
Oh, I thought you'd never figure it out. With the threat gone, Pelagius is under the delusion that he's safe, which means you helped him out, sir. And we're that much closer to home. Fix. But no matter. So, I have been known to change my mind. So, go. Really.
Hello?
Pelagius Septim the Third. Once the mad Emperor of Tamriel. Now so
Any ideas?
boringly sane.
Sorry for what?
Knew he had it
Skyrim's
in him.
kind of taking my mind between two different
the
spots with
Shivering
people
Isles.
listening to you and listening to Shared Court.
I see.
Simply boggles the mind.
If you give me like 2 minutes, I'll
Let's
finish
make
this
sure I'm
quest
not
and stop playing
forgetting
Skyrim.
anything. Clothes, check. Beard, check. Luggage.
Yeah, I was planning to go to bed at 11.
Luggage. Now where did I leave my luggage?
Master, you've taken me back. Does this mean we're going home? Oh, happy times. I can't wait to...
Yes, yes, that's quite enough celebration. Let's send you ahead, shall we? As for you, my little mortal minion, feel free to keep the Wabbajack as a symbol of my... I'll just take the damn thing. You take care of yourself now. And if you ever find yourself up in New Sheo, do look me up. We can share a strawberry tart. Ha ha! Ta-ta!
Been teleported back. carrying too much to be able to run, which is brutal. No longer carrying too much to be able to run. I have now finished all the data requests.
You're back. Let's play a game. Aww.
I think that quest I did a while back might have broken Ysolda. Because I think she's still in Whiterun.
You made her mad.
I suppose. But I also can't find my house girl, so maybe they're outside. Genuinely do not know.
you're doing with those flames there.
Don't know where Ysolda is.
Honor to you, I think.
I am your sword and your shield.
Oh, she is here. I wish she was at my house the whole time.
Divine smile on you. Lead the way. I've got your back. What do you want me to carry? Lead on.
Yes? Are you sure that's something you want? This isn't like... Alright then. Hold still.
I'll not aid a vampire. Not even you. Get yourself cured, or you're dead to me. I think perhaps you should speak to Isran. You don't look well.
I can't be with Selon if I want to be a vampire lord. Interesting. Alright.
I think perhaps you should speak to Isran.
Oh, your follower?
You don't look...
Yeah, Selon left me because he's part of Dawnguard.
Huh. Can you pick him back up later?
I'm sure.
Or if you get rid of it?
Sure I can.
I don't know. Maybe he just hates you.
I don't know why I did that.
Oh. Are you sure that's something you want? Alright then. Hold still.
I think perhaps you should speak to Isran. You don't look well.
Oh.
I think perhaps you should speak to Isran. You don't look well. I'll not aid a vampire. Not even you. Get yourself cured, or you're dead to me.
Alright, I'm now